Okay, you guys might be a little lopsided because this is the best we was gonna get in my papa's truck. But to give a quick disclaimer about a lot of things, because I was high when I filmed that video. Well, I wasn't high in the beginning because, as you can see, he was rolling up, and we didn't start to smoke until like the mid of this video that you're about to see. I do want to say, I said in the video there was a bright light and everything. That's why I wasn't looking at the camera. But also, I look up when I talk at times. I've just never been the type of person to look you directly in your face, even when you're in front of me, to like have a conversation with you. Like at times I look up because I'll be thinking about what I'm saying, or that's just how that's just how I talk. Or it could be I'm looking at my surroundings, making sure, PTSD, so to speak. So there is that. Wanted to address that. I think I spoke a little bit about it in the story time. I just said, oh, there's a bright light, that's why, and also the PTSD thing. But other than that, there's that. Let me see. Secondly, this is how I sound. This is exactly how I sound. This is how I talk and everything. And probably some of y'all, because I've gotten this before, that might think I'm sick. This is just how I sound. This is just my voice. When I sound sick, it's definitely more apparent than it is when I talk normally. But yeah, this is just my voice and this is how I sound. Thirdly, trying to think of what I wanted to cover that I didn't get to cover because I was so like high when I was telling that story time. A lot of the facts are confused between us because this was years ago. That doesn't make any, thing we say any less true just because one of us remembers it differently, from the other one. Two things can be true at once. So with that being said, just that we have our facts confused, it doesn't make the story any less true from that. So
You want to pause that? I gotta move this truck.
oh my goodness. Be back. All right, finally got it. Had to switch angles because she said we had to. Also, this is here now because bitches are not gonna try to dox me. They might dox me anyway. Who gives a fuck at this point? But yeah. Where was I at? I'm just gonna start from where I think I was talking about my voice. There's that. Another thing is that everybody's names, or almost everybody's names is blanked out in this story time because I'm the type of person where you could literally run me over with a fucking car and I'll get up and be like, hey, are you okay? Do you need, to go to the hospital or anything like that? Because no matter what somebody does to me, I always try to have respect for other people because I just believe in good karma, and me treating you like shit just because years ago you treated me like shit, or years ago you did, something to me, things of that nature, or even now, I believe it comes back around. Honestly, I believe karma's gonna get you, and if I speed up the process, that's gonna come back on me, and that's not what I want. And also, I like to be able to live with myself when I go to bed at night. I like to be able to turn off the lights and know that I'm a good person. So with that being said, everybody's names is blanked out except for like two people. And if your name isn't blanked out, it's not because I don't have any respect for you or I'm trying to be disrespectful at all, anything of that nature. It's just about like, how do I explain it? Like, you were a means to an end. Like, you were just a talking point in a presentation. You were thrown out there for an example, or to, you were in the story, so I just said your name, and like, that was it. We moved on. So there was only two people's that I didn't blank out, and that was it. It's not that, oh, I don't have any respect for you, or I don't have any, I have respect for you, but there's something shady behind it. Nothing like that. It's just that I didn't blank you out because I didn't see any point, because you were talked about literally for 10 seconds to get to another talking point. So there's that. I hope this doesn't like start shit with anybody, because I'm just doing this honestly for entertainment purposes at this point. I find it funny. The only person I feel like should really have a problem with me telling a type of story like this about them is the person the story is about, because I wouldn't want nobody talking shit about me either. Like, that's the only reason I can say, see that point. But like Taylor Swift says in her own little words, I'm gonna put it in the way she said it, but in my words, don't do bad shit if you don't want bad shit said about you. I wouldn't have nothing bad to say about anybody, because like I said, I'll just, I have compassion for other people. I'm not just gonna go around talking shit about someone unless you gave me something to talk shit about. So your name is still blanked out. Like, I still have respect for you, you know, even then. So if you see the story and you expose yourself, or your friend sends it to you and they expose it, then that'll be totally different. Two different things. But I'm never going to come out and say who I was talking about unless I'm pushed to that point. So I really hope you just watch it, you get mad, and then you, like, I don't know, like, start a burn book about me. I really hope you don't sit there and, like, go kamikaze over it, because I feel like you have no reason to. Nobody's going to know what's about you except for the people that went to school with me. And if they want to choose to expose it, or you do, that's on you. It has nothing to do with me. I was respectful. I blanked your name out. That was as much respect as you were going to get from me, honestly. So there's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover in this please don't cancel me disclaimer. Yeah, I pretty much think that's it. Like I said, there's only one person that I really feel like should be mad about the story time that you're about to get ready to see. Other than that, the other people, I said what I heard. And even then I went back and tried to, like, not be shady about it. Even in my highest moment, I was still trying to be compassionate, be like, well, that's just what I heard. I'm not saying, you know, do I believe it? Yeah, but that's not, just because you believe something doesn't make it true. So hopefully nobody tries to, like, beat my ass over or anything like that. But then even if that does happen, I'm used to it. So like I said, this is for entertainment purposes. I just thought it would be funny to just tell the traumatic shit that happened to me online. And I hope that, you know, whether it's 5 people watching or 5,000, whatever the case is, whatever happens with these videos, I hope that, you know, someone enjoys it. And I hope it doesn't really start anything super big. And I'm going to go now because I'm getting ready to tell another funny story time. So I hope you enjoy, and hopefully this doesn't get my ass beat. No jokes. Bye. So this is going to be very puss. This is very, but it's already starting all over the place. It's going to probably be all over the place. How old are we in, like, 9th grade? Like 50. I'm so slow. I said, how old are we in 9th grade? We 15 going on 16. Yeah, we are. 9th grade, ain't that freshman?
Yes, we are.
Ain't you 15 going on, about to be 16? About
14 and 15.
14, you know.
You're not 15 going on 16.
Okay, slow. A little, it's getting slow. Whatever. Just, you see, this is what I'm saying. You corrected me. Now you want to engage.
No,
and
I said I do that with everybody. See, you just don't pay attention.
Okay. This has gone on for too long. I am at a place where I met this person. So I thought it would be funny to tell the story right here because I met him here. And I mean, we didn't really like, I mean, I don't remember how I met. We're gonna call him that's the name I thought of. I don't remember how I met. I know that I was I ended up, like, I was not talking God, because talking has a different term now. I was friends with met Tyler, from what I remember. Met Tyler. Okay, we're gonna use initials. Is that better?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
way smarter.
Okay, so we're gonna use initials because he has a whatever.
No, I'm trying to help you with your YouTube channel.
Okay, so I met him here. I met D here, and I didn't like. We didn't really like meet me, but like he was friends with T. There's 2 T's, so we're gonna call it TG. I said TJ, TG, and then we're gonna call it T because I don't know the other one's last name. So, a girl I was friends with since I was like in 3rd grade, maybe. I think I met her in 3rd grade. A was friends with T because she had a crush on T. This is gonna get really confusing with the initials. And A had this thing where, because we were best friends, she had this.
I know his last name.
She had a thing where she wanted to be like anybody that she was friends with. She felt like I had to be friends with them too, because she like A had like really like attachment issues. That's the word for it. She had attachment issues when it came to me. Like, she felt like if she was friends with somebody more than she was friends with me, it would have been a problem. And she thought I was like going to freak out over it, which I wasn't. So she introduced me to T, and then I was like, okay, fine, he's whatever. And then I met TG. I swear it's gonna get confusing. I might end up saying the name and have to blank that out. So TG I thought he was so cute at the time. It's crazy. I thought he was so cute. He was like brown skinned, and I just thought he was so cute. But he used to hang out with D. Like, D hung out with a group of people that other people consider weird. I don't care what you do. It's not my business, whatever. But they were considered weird because they would do like Power Ranger moves and like shit like that. Like, they were the type to like play with lifesavers and be like really like passionate about that type of shit. I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't care for it. You know, do what you want to do, but other people consider that weird. So he hung out with what would be considered weird kids. So I met D kind of sort of through that whole, like, because he would hang out with TG and T. And he was a dick already. When I first met him, he was a dick already. And I'm just like, I got too much shit going on with other people. Anyway, I'm like, I'm not about to sit there and try to be friends with you. You got, too much going on. It wasn't even the fact that he hung out with quote unquote weird people, as other people would say. It was just, he was just a dick and just a dick. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna engage with that. I'm not gonna engage with that at all, especially because of all the other shit that came on with other people and I didn't even know it was coming. I definitely didn't have time for that one, but it ended up happening anyway, so I might as well have been friends with him that year because I ended up getting shitted on by him anyway. So fast forward to 14, 15, right? That's the age you said? Okay, so 14, 15, my freshman year,
I'm about to lose some weed.
I ended up, like, when I was coming from a very fragile state because I was dealing with, like, a lot of shit at home. And then I was also dealing with the fact that I was dealing with shit in school with, like I said people that were supposed to be my friend. So I didn't really trust nobody and everything like that. But he was very nice. Like, he actually was very nice. And I'm like, oh, people can change. Like, I really just believe that people can change and you can have good relationships with people after they treat you like shit to a certain extent. So I'm like, okay, this light is bright. That's why I'm not looking directly there at times, because this light is bright as fuck. And I'm also checking my surroundings because I'm in a place that caused me PTSD probably. That's probably why I'm looking around and shit. So
FYI, while you telling the story,
what?
You met him here.
I said that. I literally just told that whole entire thing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm all on your business.
Yeah, thank you. I literally
said
said that's why we're feeling here, because I met him here, kind of, sort of. So,
kind of, sort of.
Yeah, because we didn't really like meet. Like we talked in passing, and then he was a dick to me, so I kind of stayed away from him. So we didn't really officially meet until like 14, 15, my freshman year. And like I said, he was very nice to me, and I kind of feel like, I will say I used him, but not maliciously. And what I mean by that is like, when I first came in, he was very nice to me. So of course I clung on kind of to the first person that was nice to me, because I'm like, I'm in this new place. I don't know which one of my there was only a few people that I actually called my friends from like the old school I went to. So I'm like, I don't know who's gonna be here that I can trust or anything like that. I don't even know if I can trust those people anymore, because legend has had it, is it legend has had it, the saying goes, or
legends just add ass.
Legends.
No,
the record has shown.
Yeah,
let me
that's
say that.
what it is.
The record has shown that whenever
legends
people
say, I think it's legends say,
whenever people change their like surroundings, they change themselves entirely when it comes to me and our relationship any type of way. So he was still friends with the same people that I met him at. He was still friends with those same people that we met at the old school. He was still friends with them, and they were still going there. And so I hung out with them a little bit, and I was just like, okay, cool. And then as time started to progress on, I started to meet new people. I started to hang out with them, but I didn't diss him. It wasn't like, oh, okay, I'm going to get to who I want to get to or be friends with people I want to be friends with and then cut you off. That's not what happened. We ended up still kind of having sort of a friendship, but oh my God, I should have just left it alone. Oh my God, when I tell you, he didn't bring, like, he's like on a list of people that brought me grief in school. He's at the top of the list, but not the very top. He's not. He is not the very top, but he's up there because the shit he would do. Like, I've never met a man that claims to be so straight. And I have nothing against gay people, not homophobic at all, but I've never met a man that claims to be so straight and you always in women's business. Like, he was always in the women's business. And that's why I was about to say, are you Demetria? Like, seriously, like, are you, because we need to figure this out. Like, I've never met somebody that was like so far in women's business all the time. Like, he was psychotic when it came to that. So what happened? I ended up I was skipping class and not going to my first period because my first period was boring to me and I didn't want to go to that school anyway, so I was skipping bad as fuck my first period and I would come in my second period.
What was your first period?
My first period was, I'm telling you, I was skipping class bad as fuck. I don't remember.
I skipped my first period. I had Spanish. I remember though because I had that Spanish bitch. And I skipped most of my whole, I either came late or I skipped.
My first period was... Yeah, it was social studies. My first, because Lacken was our second period, and he was.
I love my social studies teacher.
So,
I had Mr. Campbell.
Yeah, so it just was quiet. It was boring, and I didn't want to be in there, so I didn't go. And
I skipped my whole.
My lips probably look chapped as everything. Excuse that, y'all.
I want to learn Spanish.
Excuse that. You still need this? Yeah.
I'm almost.
That's why I'm holding it because he's rolling up, and I need the light to help him. Oh, I just dropped car bags. So. Oh. Hopefully it don't look bad still. But anyway.
She got the money in the bank. I bought bitch man. She don't complain.
What is you talking about?
You don't know what I'm singing?
No. We get sidetracked. What did you
I
sing?
be doing what I want. What's that Italy song? I be doing what
I
want. Baddie.
If you would have sung like the chorus, I probably would have known.
I am.
Oh, well then.
I be doing what I want. I don't know all of it. I just know I be doing what I want.
Okay, I'm gonna have to cut a lot of stuff out because we all over the place. So I met. Am I allowed to say your name? Do you care if I say your name?
I got the money, make the broke bitch mad. I don't complain. I just pay the tab.
Do you care if I say your name?
That's still gonna make the story obvious.
Do you care?
I do.
Okay.
Not.
Okay. Okay, so I met Taylor Vaughn my 6th grade year. And then during 7th, 8th grade year, I feel like we got close a little bit because we were like all in that cluster.
Who?
Me and you and Cara.
Mm-hmm.
And like...
You're freshman?
No, like our 8th grade year. Because we was like, remember we used to...
I didn't talk to Cara in 8th grade.
Well, I talked to her...
I didn't.
I talked to her...
I got close to Cara in 9th.
I talked to her like a little bit, but like I'm not gonna lie, when I first met like Cara, I was like on and off mean to her. Like, and what I mean by that is like I would how do I want to say this? I mean it's you can't spin something to make it good if it's not good, if you're gonna take responsibility. I was mean to her at first, but like we were on and off friends, if that makes sense, because I would like do shit. Like I wasn't like horribly mean, but I was still to a certain extent a little bit mean. So when 9th grade year, I was just like, we got close. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry for what, like, because I would I don't want to say team up, but me and L, let me say L, her name was L, started with an L. So me and L would kind of like set the cluster and like just do shit to her. And like we kind of made jokes and it was funny to us, but like it offended her. So that wasn't okay at all. And we should have not did that with our childish asses, but we did. And I kind of feel fucked up about that. That's one of the things I feel fucked up about a lot with a lot of things that I've like done in my past. But I'm like, you know what, Serenity? All you can do is apologize and move on. You cannot take that what you did. You gotta apologize and move on and go to therapy and think about that. But anyway, I got close to Cara in my 9th grade year, and I got close to you, I think, my 8th grade year, and then that 9th grade. Oh, I'm saying me on my side. I got close to you 8th grade. You can get close to me in 9th grade, but I got close to you in 8th grade. Like you can.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I got, because we was all hanging out in that cluster.
I was not hanging out with nobody. Let me tell you,
like
something.
you were
I
around.
was hanging out with the one person I was hanging out with in 8th grade was.
Okay, you go.
That was who
you
I
go,
was saying.
so
I'm
quit.
keeping it.
Stop
I'm telling
saying
the truth.
names. Stop talking shit.
I don't care. Shit. This not my story time.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so get me fucked up. After you tried to give me advice on not getting fucked up, but whatever.
But
so,
yeah, it was him though.
I'm telling you, on my side, you didn't have to, like, you hung out with us sometimes, because I have videos of you hanging out with us. So you hung out with that cluster at times.
I hung out with listen, I was literally you know why I was like that? Because Miss Malone would do some funny shit, would like put us in groups.
He's saying names. We might as well just say names at
Miss
this
Malone
point.
don't nobody know Miss Malone. Miss Malone can mean anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last name too. So don't nobody know Miss Malone.
Okay, so anyway, that's my opinion. I feel like I got close to you 8th grade year. You don't have to say you got close to me that year, but I feel like I got close to you that year because you did hang out with that cluster at times.
I think it's freshman.
Okay,
I think
we have a difference of it. We have a difference.
Because freshman. Yes, it was freshman.
I'm not saying I feel like I got closer to you 9th grade year.
I think we got close as fuck freshman because we got. It was like I feel like freshman year.
Oh, it's a bug on the fucking table.
I'm killing this game. Okay. Freshman year, black in class, we kind of all sat near each other. It was like all me, you.
Oh, gotta blank that out.
Damn,
you said somebody's name. I couldn't blank it out.
Let me get this wood spark. Shut up.
So.
But I feel like me, you.
me, you, D.
I'm gonna say the Mario. I'm gonna say the. Delshawn. No, that's my dead uncle. Sorry.
Say
Stars.
Just
me
say
and Stars. Me, you, and Stars. And Car. Me, you, Car, and Stars got close together. And you know who else I'm gonna slay? Since nobody knows Slinky.
Oh.
I think we got close to Slinky too.
But like, okay.
Not as much as so close with Stars.
Yeah, so once I realized you guys were in my second period. Like I said, I was skipping my first period for like the first 4 months of school, I think. Like, just skipping my first period wasn't going. So we
call this nigga Stars. What the fuck?
He don't deserve that name.
That's why I looked up and called this nigga Stars.
So like how to explain it, for the longest time, like it was good. It was good at first. Like we really all had like a good camaraderie. I hope that's the way you say it. I got that word from Dance Moms. But we all had like a good little vibe going. It was nice, and then shit just started like happening. Of course, story of my fucking life. So I don't remember the first thing that started happening with him. He would just do weird shit. Like he wanted to get close to the people he wanted to get close with, which was B, D, another D name, another D that was a boy. Just that, like, you remember that whole little group that was sitting on the other side, like, on the right of us? He wanted to be friends with, that boy that liked Cara. That boy that liked Cara and his best friend, he wanted to be close with that group, because that group was always hanging out with them kids. And so I felt like he definitely would use us as yeah, he would use us as like a vessel to get close with him. Like he would make jokes about us and shit, like bad jokes, like not even like good friendly fades. He would make bad jokes about us to like get them to laugh. And then because I like started to peep that shit, and then our third period was health. Like we had health after that, and then he would be sitting by himself because they only wanted
our third period
was health.
No, the second half. For our third period, first half was Ladybug and Miss Williams.
Oh,
yes,
see, I
missed
this shit. Yeah, I missed this shit.
That was first semester.
I thought she was like our 6th or 7th, whatever.
No, that was our third period.
Whatever. At some point in health, he would be like, I didn't really, like, I would look over and he would be sitting by himself, kind of like not talking to nobody. And when I say that, I don't mean that he was, I don't know how to explain, like, not that he was, like, sad or anything, but it just showed, like, they only wanted to talk to him at certain points. And so I think he was trying to use us to get in good with them. And I probably did say something to him. Alarm went off. I'm saying shit wrong. Lighting is bad. It's okay. We love chaotic shit over here. It's okay. We're working on it. We love chaotic shit. So, as soon as I set this back up, damn, the shit was working and now it's not. Fucking alarm. Okay, put it back here. Just don't touch nothing. Okay. Hold on. Can't smoke on the internet. Gotta blur that. It might get paused. It might be all over the place. But that's just my life. I'm all over the place. shit. So where was I at? He would just do weird shit. I'm pretty sure I said something to him about it, but like if I'm not like really, really good friends with you and I care about like saving our friendship, I won't try to have a mature conversation with you about it. I'll just cut you the fuck off. That's it, because I just don't got time for the stress. And if I don't care about you or I feel like our relationship has like a lot of years or like a lot of importance to it, I'm not about to sit here and talk to you about the weird shit you're doing. I'm gonna just be like, it ain't even worth it. So I might have said something little to him about it, but I was just like, you not that deep. Like, you're not that deep of a friend to me for me to be sitting here trying to like, thank you for helping me in the beginning, whatever the case is, but you're not that deep of me. You're not that deep meaning to me for me to sit there and try to have a conversation with you. So I wasn't going to do it. And I was the first one to cut him off. I was definitely the first one. Because yes, I was. I'm telling you, the situation that happened was like,
no, because me and him was literally going to fight and y'all were still cool.
no,
like literally,
no,
I can literally me
no.
and Davey, because it was some shit on Daviante instigated some shit between, because me, him, and Daviante had the same last. We had this, no, we never had the same last period together. It was me and Daviante had the same last period together. And Daviante had, he grabbed my, I keep saying his name all over the place.
I'm going to get to a point where I don't care. And it's not going to be edited out. So it is what it is at this point.
That nigga Daviante grabbed my, he did something on my phone. And I went back and it was some shit that said, it was some smart shit. And then it was some shit that I was like, I don't give a fuck. And then something that smart, and then we was arguing, then we were supposed to fight at your school, and then we in a hallway this was towards the end of not end of the school year, but like middle of the school year. Like,
I'm telling you, I remember being the first one cutting him off. Now there's always a chance a broken clock is right. What's the saying?
A broken clock can be right twice a day.
That's what I was about to say. I just didn't want to fuck it up. So I could be wrong, but I'm 99.9% sure I'm right. And so what happened was, to make me cut him off, is that me and you had got into it. Like, me and you had...
But y'all were still cool right
now.
No,
yes, right, we were cool. That's what I'm saying. But you gotta let me explain. So me and you had got into it, and is the type of person where he will start shit between him and you, but he will also start shit internally. He did not want us being friends with each other. I don't care what he says. I don't care what nobody talk about. He did not want us being friends with each other. And if we were friends with each other, it had to be some drama. Like, he just couldn't help himself but to have that be like the situation. He just can't help himself. That shit fueled him. So me and you were close, and I guess he peeped that, and so he's like, this friend group needs a little bit drama. Let me sprinkle some shit on top of this cupcake I'm about to give him. So, I don't know who said what, but I know that the was coming to me and telling me that you were saying shit about me. And he was going to you, telling you I said shit about you.
No. How we know? I'm telling you.
He was going back.
He was not telling me. He was not telling. I'm telling you. From my, he's never said anything. He was never like he was never dogging you out to me.
Not to dogging you out, but he would tell you stuff that he would tell you stuff that I would like I said, and I didn't say that. And the same thing with me and you, because remember we was in class and he did it one time, like, and we were so mad at each other we didn't even peep that that's what he did. He was like, "Oh, Taylor Vaughn, you didn't hear what Serene just said. She said this and that about you, and you said something about me, and we ended up getting into it in class."
No, that was not it. I'm telling you. Do you know why the one big argument? Me and you only got into one big.
I'm telling you, that's what it was.
And that's not what it was. Do you know what it was? I can tell you what it was because I remember this shit to
Okay,
this day.
go ahead.
This shit, because the shit was. It was. I heard out of your mouth. It because you said yourself. It was. He said something, and out of your mouth, you was like, "I don't care."
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Gay.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. We got into a fight. We had got it.
It was one of those quiet moments, like the class got quiet as fuck. Like, that's why I was like, y'all was talking. What made me turn around and pop on bullshit was because let me finish.
Okay, go ahead. This story's all over the place, by the way.
What made me turn around and pop on bullshit was, it made me feel like y'all was talking shit prior, because when the class got quiet, your response was da da da, and then you ain't mean it's like, you know, you ain't kind of meaning nobody for to hear that shit. So I'm like, damn, y'all motherfuckers talking shit. Turned around and popped on bullshit on who I heard. And you got mad, and you got mad for my response. That's what I was not. I wasn't even mad. I didn't give a fuck.
Can I go now?
I just wanted to prove.
Can I go
now?
now?
To say shit about me.
Can I go now?
Yeah, you can go. My bad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he would go to you, tell you I said shit, and I'm telling, cause like we would discuss it, and so I remember, I don't know, cause I'm the type of person, like I said, if I care about our friendship, I'm gonna try to have a one-on-one conversation with you about what the fuck is going on. I'm like, this shit's coming out of nowhere. Why the fuck is he so mad at me, and he's been talking shit about me? I'm like, why the fuck would you be so mad at me? I didn't understand that, but I have to blur this. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why he was so mad at me. So I remember, I don't know where we was at. I don't know when it happened, but I'm not going to do shit. I don't do shit to cause a scene unless it's in a funny, like, jokey type of way. So I went up to you and I was like, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on, but I don't understand why you're so mad at me and everything. And you were like, well, you said this and that about me.
I was never mad. No, I'm telling you.
But that's how I talk. I'm telling you, that's probably how I said it to you because I believed you were mad at me.
No, let me tell you what it was. You, when I talked to me, you were mad at me because I said that you would not talk to me for 2 days. And I'm like, because I remember the next day I tried saying something to you, and you ignored me completely. And I'm like, oh, so you still mad? and Cara said something. And then I was like, yeah, I'm like, I don't care about her attitude. She the one that said this, that, and the third. And that's what it was. You were mad for 2 days.
I didn't tell you. I'm not saying I wasn't mad. I was mad. I tell you all the time whenever you say this. You say, I wasn't mad. You were mad because I said I agree with you. I was mad because I'm like, I'm telling you what I was saying. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm telling, like, I thought you were mad. So when I say when I say to you that I don't know what's going on, I don't know if you mad or what or whatever, I thought you were mad because whatever. That's just what I thought. So you were like, no, you said this and that about me. I'm like, because the came and told me that you said this and that. And then once I peeped shit clicked, I was like, he did this shit on purpose. He did this shit on purpose. He wanted us to fight because we were, I don't know. I don't want to say this because then you whatever. I was the closest to you out of the group. I don't know if it had something to do with knowing you longer or whatever, but I was the closest to you. And just didn't like that. I don't know why like I said, it might have been he just don't like us being friends. And I don't know why that is. He's just a weirdo, but we ended up started talking again. And I, at that point, was like, you know what? I'm done with you. I just couldn't do it because it was like to see how you just like manipulated something like that. And I don't like people. I don't like putting myself in a position where I allow you to manipulate me. God, I don't like putting my position. Bro, Taylor, you hear it? This that high shit. I don't like putting myself in a position where I allow you to manipulate me. And that's what I feel like he did. I felt like he played the fuck out of me. And one thing I don't like is feeling played. So I was like, I'm done. And I didn't tell him because I'm telling you, he's the type of person to cause a motherfucking scene. He is going to make sure he get that shit on the iPhone 6 camera and cause a motherfucking scene if he going to do it. So I knew that's the type of person he was. So I wasn't going to sit there. I don't see him outside of school. Outside of school, I never saw him. So I wasn't going to sit there and try to find a way to pull him to the side and everything where there wasn't a scene to be caused. Because even then, the next day, it would have got out because that's what he does. So I just stopped talking to him. And I remember I had a conversation with Telvon and Cara. I'm like, you guys can be his friend if you want to. I don't give a damn. I've never been the type of person where I'm like, oh, okay, if you're going to be friends with this person, you can't be friends with me. I've never been that type of person. Just don't let them drag me through the mud when you with them bitches. If you go hang out with them bitches, that's fine. Go hang out with them. But don't let them bitches drag me through the fucking gutter. That's the least you can do as my friend. So I was like, I don't care what you guys do. Hang out with him. Whatever. I'm done. So he kind of used that, like, he kind of used y'all as a way to still talk to me. Like, I could be very much, what's it called?
Cordial.
Yeah, cordial. I could be very much cordial. So whenever he would talk and response to something I had said, I would answer him and everything like that. But outside of the regular permitted areas, I did not talk to him. I was just being cordial because he was still talking to y'all, and I think he knew what he was doing.
I'm telling you.
He definitely used y'all to do that.
I don't know what you get.
But I'm telling you,
that close.
Yeah, you don't have to be that close. I'm telling you.
We weren't. I'm telling you.
I feel like y'all were definitely not. I'm not saying y'all was the closest, but you're having a conversation with him on the level that we all started with. Yeah.
I was finna say, 9 times out of 10, me and the only talked literally because of y'all. I said we only became cool.
I think that was the same thing with me after I cut him off. The only reason I'm being cordial with you is because of these two, and you're here. Other than that, I did not talk to him. And then shortly after, I don't know what the fuck he did to you. It was shortly after you cut him off too. I don't know what he did.
Because we was about to. I'm telling you, we was gonna fight, but it was not. It was necessary.
What happened?
It was Davionte's fault. It was literally his
fault.
No.
But tell the story.
I just told you earlier. He instigated. He did something on my phone. I looked at it, and then I didn't even look at it. It was just something. I don't know. It was something, man. It was, matter of fact, I think me and got into it earlier that day or something, and then we was arguing over Instagram or something, if I'm not mistaken. It's something. It was something that had to happen, and then I just know Davionte had my phone, and he sent something to. And I know when we was going back and forth, and then we were supposed to fight at the end of the school day. And then he ain't do nothing. He walked past me. He walked straight past me.
But that's what he does. Which just, I don't know. You cut him off shortly after. It wasn't that long, but it was shortly after. Then after that, he was still talking to Cara. So he was still using, like I said, using Cara to be good with us, whatever. And he just did a lot of shit. Like, I promise you, he didn't do as much to me as everybody else did to me, but he did a lot of just messy shit. And I remember telling y'all about this boy I like. And because he was still talking to Cara, this is to give an example. He was still talking to Cara. So because he was still talking to Cara, we were all walking together, getting ready to go to our separate periods because it was health. I remember it was health because Cara was getting ready to go up the stairs and go to her period after that because she didn't have health with us. So y'all had asked me in the class. I was like, oh, I like this boy. I think he's cute. That's what I said. I didn't say I like him because those are two different things to me. I was like, I just think he's cute. And they were like, okay, who? And I was like, I'll show y'all when we walk past them. So he was slowly behind Cara. And my voice is loud as fuck anyway. Like, let's be all the way 100. My voice is loud as fuck. I've been told that almost my whole entire life. So I probably said it out loud a little bit. He heard it, overheard it. Plus, he got fucking bad ears when it come to being messy. I promise you, if he know messy gonna be in the A, he gonna open up the fucking bat ears to fuck up your life. So he probably was eavesdropping. And he was walking behind Cara, saw the person, boom. That's how that got out. That I thought he was cute. And then the fact that I was dating him shortly after, which that's another story for another fucking day. That's a whole nother fucking story. And so I need to probably look at the camera. I'm not because I'm everywhere. But yeah, so what happened after that? That was an example of him doing something to me. And then Cara was still talking to him. And I don't remember how him and Cara fell out. I don't remember how that happened. I don't remember. I don't know if she was still talking to him at this next point of this little short story I'm about to tell within this other story. But I remember I got fed up. Because he was going around still talking about me. That was another thing. Like, to people that I didn't even know. Because I was walking in one of the classes that's mixed up of, like, seniors, freshmen, that type of situation. I didn't get my work done from the period before in my science class with, what's her name? Is Dietrich's? Was Dietrich's. I didn't get her work done. So she was like, cool, whatever, just come back and bring it at the end of the day before you leave, sometime before the end of the day. So it's like, okay, fine, cool. I go and I bring her, her paper. And somebody said something about like, oh, why the fuck is you in here, Serenity? Or Serenity, why is you up in here? Whatever, the shit they was shouting at me. And one of these people that I did not know, might have been a senior, might have been, a junior. They was tall, so I assume they were in like the classes before that. They were like, oh, that's Serenity. That's the one the is always talking about. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I just want to be left alone. That's all I ever wanted to be, was left the fuck alone. So I got fed up. And I remember walking up to Taylor at the lockers, and I'm like, hey, I'm about to go talk to the I'm like, I don't know. I remember saying, something along the lines of, I don't know if you want to come talk to him too, because he's been saying stuff about you still. I don't know if you want to do it. But Taylor was like, okay, in his own little way. I think you said something in your own little way, the way you talk. And so we walked over to him. I kid you not. I promise you. All I did was, I think, tap this man. Now, what I said was definitely aggressive. It was definitely aggressive. The delivery was, I had a very calm tone, but I know what I said was very aggressive, which probably, he would have caused the scene anyway, but that did not help. He turned around and was like, hey, I just want to know why you got my name in your mouth. When I tell you this nigga, I promise you on everything, I love this nigga. Because it's, at the end of the day, it's dismissal. He proceeds to yell out I'm telling you, we're, if not at the top of his lungs, where people can hear, I'm not doing this. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. He said, y'all trying to get me in trouble, and I'm not doing this. As he's walking through the hall to go out the front door of the school. He's causing a scene. I've never seen, it's the shit I've seen in my life, bro. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I turned around, I looked at Taylor Vine. It was, because now people are looking at us, of course. Now you have freshmen, juniors, sophomores, seniors. You got all the groups looking at us like, what the fuck did we do? Literally walking away, throwing his hands up, talking about some, I'm not doing this. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. All the shit you do on your own. All the games you play behind the scenes. And we're trying to get you in trouble because we want to talk to you and ask you a question. And come to a common ground with your non-able to be cordial ass. Like, oh my God. Just the shit he would do. He was just a shit starter. Like, it was another time. Am I allowed to say that what happened with your father, or you don't want that out there?
Who?
Your dad. Because this story involves your dad.
What you mean?
Like, I can cut it out, but like your dad was, remember we was talking about our dad's situations and like making jokes about it? Do you remember that?
What?
Like we were in Mr. Lacken's class and we were sitting there and we were just like, I don't know how it came up, but we were making jokes about our dad because your dad's situation and...
My dad's situation ain't happened during that time.
Or we were making fun of something about dads.
My dad's situation...
Oh, well then I know we were making up something about dads. I just assumed because it happened... the situation had happened, that it happened at that time. So excuse me, but we were making, I thought...
No, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
Why you saying so excuse me?
No, I'm not saying, I don't see tone comes out aggressive. I'm not meaning to be aggressive towards you, Taylor.
My bad.
I'm just like, excuse, no, you're good. You probably took it the way I said it. So, we were making, I thought his situation had happened at that time because... You know, we were making fun of dad. So I thought he was like adding on to the dark humor of mine. I'm like, my dad isn't in my life because he was in my life at this point in time. So like, my dad isn't in my life and whatever, dad. And Taylor makes a dad joke. So like, we're throwing back and forth dark humor dad jokes. Oh my God. The shit he would do. The shit he would do. Why did this nigga, y'all? Why did this nigga, with his extra ass, so extra, he proceeded to jump out his seat. Yes. Big he chose to jump out his seat. I'm not gonna deal with y'all talking about my daddy. Out of nowhere, unprovoked, swear to God on everything I love. God, bury me right now if I'm lying. Oh my God. I gotta calm myself down from laughing. Because he used to be a character, bro. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to get through it without laughing. He literally jumps up out his seat and was like, I'm not gonna deal with this. Y'all not gonna be talking about my daddy. Y'all know nothing about my daddy. And got and got up and stormed out the classroom. I remember we probably had about maybe max of 10 minutes left in that class. Because I remember thinking to myself, you just wanted to storm out the classroom, make a scene, and get out of class. I'm like, come on now. And Mr. Lacken, he looks directly at me because little old me, little old Serenity, I'm always the fucking problem. So this man looks at me and gives me the like, what did you do look? So I'm like, nobody was talking. And then at this point, when I feel like I've been wronged or anything, like I can take my shit, right? If you tell me I did something wrong, that shit gonna be embarrassing as fuck, but I will take it up to the chin because I know I shouldn't have did what I did. I go to defend myself at any lengths when I feel like, no, that's not what I did, so I'm not going to sit there and let you put that on me. I don't want you to think that about me. So I went to Mr. Lackett. I'm like, Mr. Lackett, I promise you we were not talking about his daddy. We were talking about my own daddy that I don't know. So the fact that he's taking my trauma and making it his, nobody was talking about your daddy. I will never get over that. How he just, that's the shit that he would do. And he probably did a lot more shit that I forgot about. Now, granted, I wasn't always perfect. I would do shit with him when we was friends, and then I did shit to him when we wasn't. But at some point, that shit get old and it get childish. So I stopped at some point. I'm like, all I want you to do is leave me alone. My brother almost came up there before he lost his mind, but he ended up losing his mind anyway to beat his ass. You remember he ran? Because I got it on video. That was the day you messed up your teeth or your gums.
With Keyshawn?
I think that's what happened. We were...
Oh, yeah, when I ran in the hallway with Keyshawn. Oh, my God. I got that picture.
We were in the art room, and he just kept going and talking and everything. And he was doing it with a group of boys. And one thing at this point I was definitely tired of, and I will get into more story times on why I got tired of that shit. But one thing I got tired of is a group of little-ass boys ganging up on me. Especially for no reason. Like, come on. I got tired of that shit. And so I'm like, my brother will come up here and beat your ass. Like, seriously. I'm like, I'm gonna be the bitch and get my brother. Because I don't want to put my hands on this big nigga and then he sock my shit back. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to get knocked into fucking next week. I probably should have said the word. Probably gonna get me canceled. I call him a fat ass anyway. I called him a fat ass. So hopefully that don't do nothing. I'm not talking about overweight people. I love overweight people, but if you coming for me, I'm gonna call you what I want to call you.
Overweight people. Shit, I don't.
I'm gonna
Get your fat ass up. You gonna get on the fucking treadmill. Stinking up the damn house, can't get up. Usually at the kid.
This is going into other freaking categories, and no.
Using keys. Hey, my name is Shirley. I'm 43. I have a 12-year-old Mackenzie. And she does everything for me. She cooks.
Why do you sound out of breath for saying this shit too? You gonna get us canceled already before shit gets started. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm high as fuck right now, so bear with me, guys. Sorry. Where was I at? Yeah, he just did shit. He just did a little shit and I was done. When it's all said and done with that whole situation, honestly, he stressed me the fuck out. He did unnecessary shit, and if I could remember everything he did, I would literally just go down the line. But yeah, he was just, oh yeah, that's not even my story to tell, but I could throw that example in there too. When he amped that situation, he instigated it when told us that he liked Cara. When I tell you, that was like, oh my God, that's a whole nother story time.
She came in the classroom and everybody was like,
for another day. But that story time go eat. But yeah, he amped that situation up. Talk about some, oh, you not gonna say you like him back. You couldn't have texted him back and let him know that you like him back. And then before she even got there, She played you. You gonna let her do that? And then got into it, which why would you? What did it have to do with her?
She thinks she all that. Yeah, I remember that shit.
I'm like,
She was like, why she had to walk out like that? Cause why she thinks she all that? I remember that shit. Then she was like, now I'm gonna beat her ass cause she thinks she all that. I remember that.
oh my god,
Who you think would have won? That would have been a good ass.
That-
I wanna see that now.
that's messy. That's real messy. That's messy. Stop it. No, but who?
I'm gonna see that fight. For
Dude,
real.
no, for
I
real.
really wanted to see that because she was talking shit like she was gonna run up on Car, and that I ain't gonna cat.
But what?
I don't think the reason why I didn't defend Car because we was close, but we wasn't close how we is now.
Like
How we is now, like me and Car was just getting to know each other right there. Now we tight, like we locked in, like we are all three. We all locked in.
yeah.
But that was funny.
I'm just like, what? I'm like, what does that have to do with her though? What did it really have to do with her?
Because she liked the.
I didn't. Everybody said that they was fucking. You know that, right? Everybody will say that they was fucking. I would think she probably. I put say that on camera. See, they gonna want my head, bitch. Drop your addy, bitch, since you talking all this shit.
Serenity, bitch. I know where you stay. I know where your mama stay, bitch.
I'm just saying, hey, you're watching this. Please don't beat my ass. I don't want my ass beat. I'm too old for that to be out here fighting. I'm too grown and too mature. So please don't beat my ass. Like, I'm pretty sure I know you can beat my ass. So we don't need to prove you can beat my ass, okay? With my scary ass. I'm saying what your friends were saying behind your back, girl. This is the shit that they would say. So the people you was kicking it with at that time, I suggest you look at that time period and you go back and you clean the bitches' clocks. Because this is what they were saying. Like, I heard that. And do I believe the rumor? Absolutely, girl. But that's okay. It's okay if you got some dick from a guy you like. It's okay. Like, we not hating on you. No tea, no shade. We love that about you. Go ahead for that. But I'm just saying what other people were saying. Your friends, once again. What? But I don't feel like that situation had
It's
nothing.
crazy so many people from got babies.
I just don't think it had nothing to do with them.
Like, how many hoes was it? Like, y'all couldn't wait a couple more years
Here.
to have a baby.
So, yeah, like I said, I don't. It is so far tracked. So far tracked. I'm high too, so please give me a little bit of grace, y'all. It's so far backwards, forwards, everything, but that's what I wanted to say. So far sidetracked it, but I don't remember how that situation ended. I really don't. I know how that situation ended. I don't remember it, but I know how it most likely ended. It was just like he probably kept being messy, probably kept starting shit, and I had to deal with that shit for the whole entire year. But I tell you, I didn't catch a break at that point since I was 12. So after my 6th grade year, all the shit started happening. So I couldn't catch a break. So I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah, all year had to deal with his shit. He was added onto the list of people that made my life just to live in hell to go to school. So thank you for that. Thank you. I will always remember you as somebody that, contributed to making my life a living hell. You're a very, 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 very long list of people. And guess what? You're at the top of it. So, congratulations. Can we give out trophies around this bitch for that? Can we give a bitch a trophy? Congratulations. Seriously.
Y'all always say congratulations.
Like, I just can't. That was a lot.
Damn, I can't even see them lyrics right.
So, I think that's how that's. I need to quit repeating that, but. Oh, I keep trying to get to the part I'm high. I can't get to it. COVID ended up hitting after that year, didn't it?
Freshman.
Did it hit that year? COVID hit our freshman year, which when I tell you, God, I love you so freaking much, God. You was always coming in clutch. You seen I was struggling for too long, God. You seen that. You said, I'm going to take you out of a bad situation, Serenity. I'm going to get you the help that you so rightfully deserve. And I'm sorry that it had to cost. I'm talking about COVID. Oh my God. People gonna be like, she don't care about what go on with other people. She thinking about herself. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I'm gonna rephrase that. I mean what I say. I mean that. But like, thank you for taking me out of a bad situation. And I'm sorry it had to come at risk of other people. I hope people's families are okay. That, you know, people died from it. Like, my grandfather died of COVID. That shit is not good. Like, so I pray for all the families, and I pray for all of them. And, you know, I didn't want it to happen through COVID. I'm just thanking God for getting me out of that situation and getting me through. Whoo! I need a PR team. I need somebody to be like, shut up.
Cut the mic, Serenity. We're cutting your mic in 5, 4, 3,
Oh my God.
21.
Like, I just had to apologize, and the video ain't even out yet. That's crazy. And just because I'm laughing about it, I'm laughing at how stupid I am. I'm not laughing about the fact that I just apologize, and this is I don't mean it. I'm not pulling the Gabby Hanna, okay? So, I just need to quit talking, and this video needs to end. So, that was the story time, one of the many story times I've had about him. Because there's other story times, but they're not my stories. Like, I was in the room when it happened, so I could tell from my point of view. But it would be better if I had Car here, because I could tell us, and she could tell us, like, what was going on with her little side of the scene. So there is definitely other story times with him in it, but they're not my stories from my point of view. Taylor just asked him to tell a story about how he almost got into a fight with the nigga and he don't want to talk.
I said it earlier. You just don't listen.
So yeah, that was it for this one. I want to do another one, like another one on Tuesday, maybe. Yeah, just sitting out in cars, just telling how I was tortured mentally, physically. Oh, and don't forget emotionally. So just how I'm getting tortured and how I made it through. I thought a bag was rolling up. I need to get up off of here. I thought somebody was coming up to like, bitch, give me everything you fucking got. I would have been like, bitch, it's not much. Did you not hear the story time? Like, you're not gonna get much out of me, baby. You're not. Oh my God, I need to end this video. This is about to be a huge ass blooper reel. But yeah, I really do hope whoever's watching, whether it's a few people or a lot of people, I hope you enjoy. Because honestly, I love making others laugh, and it's funny to laugh about it now. It's not on Friday when I gotta go to therapy. But it's okay. We're all gonna make it through. And so, like I said, hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna go off camera before I just destroy what little reputation I have left more.